Aries, listen up. Today, we're diving into one of the most intense and eye-opening astrological warnings of the year. And it's aimed directly at you, Aries. June 10th, 2025 isn't just another day on the calendar. It's a cosmic red flag waving straight in your path. While most people will go about their day like nothing's happening, the stars are sending subtle but urgent signals, hidden signs that could lead to sudden loss if you're not careful. This isn't just about bad luck or Mercury retrograde antics. This is deeper. It's a trifecta of influences, astrological, energetic, and emotional, all converging at once. And if you don't recognize the signs in time, you might find yourself dealing with loss of money, trust, relationships, or even something more spiritual. In today's video, we're revealing 3 specific hidden signs that Aries must watch out for on June 10th. We're going to break down what they are, how to spot them, and what action you need to take immediately. Each of these signs is subtle, disguised as something ordinary. That's what makes them dangerous. So if you're an Aries, have strong Aries placements, or even if you're close to an Aries in your life, keep watching. What you learn today could protect you from a decision that haunts you for months, or from walking blindly into a trap the universe is setting. This is a full, detailed, no-holds-barred warning. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's decode the energies of June 10th together. Your future self might just thank you for listening today. The first hidden sign, the opportunity. That isn't. Let's dive into the first, and possibly most dangerous, hidden sign for Aries on June 10th. A moment that looks like a golden opportunity, but is actually a well-disguised trap. This is the kind of energy that knocks on your door wearing a smile, dangling something shiny, a job offer, a money-making scheme, an ex promising they've changed, or even a spontaneous chance to level up fast. It feels like the breakthrough you've been waiting for. But here's the catch. It's urgent, it's fast, and it's not giving you time to think. That's your first red flag. Behind the scenes, a cosmic clash is playing out. Mars, your ruling planet, is squaring off with Neptune, the master of illusions. Mars wants to act. He's direct, bold, and impatient. Neptune, on the other hand, is dreamy, foggy, and deceiving. And when they collide, as they do on June 10th, it's like trying to drive full speed through a dense fog. You can't see what's ahead, but you're being urged to go anyway. That's where the danger lies for Aries, because your instinct is to leap before you look. On June 10th, be extra cautious of anything that pressures you into making a quick decision, promises fast money or easy results, comes wrapped in emotional nostalgia, like an ex, an old boss, or a past connection offering a second chance. The opportunity may sound golden, but that's Neptune talking. It's fog, not gold. And Mars, he's going to push you to take action before asking questions. Together, these planets blur judgment, making you believe in something that isn't real. So how do you protect yourself? Start with a delay. If something big shows up on June 10th, a proposal, a contract, a sudden too-good-to-be-true opportunity, give it 48 hours. That's all. The fog will lift, and your true Aries intuition will return with clarity. Ask yourself these 3 grounding questions. 1. Would I still want this if it took longer to succeed? 2. Am I choosing this from excitement or from fear of missing out? 3. Who benefits most from me saying yes? Also, lean on Earth sign friends, especially Virgos and Capricorns. These grounded souls have a way of cutting through Neptune's fog with their practical wisdom. Their feedback could save you from a regretful yes. Aries, on June 10th, the most dangerous thing is not the opportunity itself. It's how fast you're tempted to say yes without seeing the full picture. That's how Neptune wins. This is the seduction of illusion. It looks like fate, but it's a lesson in disguise. So pause, breathe, and remember, the real opportunity is not in what's being offered. It's in your power to choose wisely. Trust your logic, not your impulse. The emotional blow, unexpected betrayal or disappointment. Now let's talk about the second hidden sign for Aries on June 10th. One that doesn't show up in your inbox or on your bank statement. This one strikes straight to the heart. It's the emotional blow, the kind that comes without warning and hits harder than you expected. This isn't about drama or theatrics. It's about the feeling of betrayal, of realizing someone you trusted may not be who you thought they were, or suddenly seeing a situation in a painful new light, one you can't unsee. Astrologically, here's what's happening. The moon is transiting through Cancer, your fourth house, the area of your chart that rules home, family, your emotional roots. And on June 10th, it's making a tense opposition to Pluto, currently sitting in Capricorn, your 10th house of power, authority, and long-term patterns. Pluto is the planet of secrets, control, and deep psychological transformation. When it clashes with the moon, emotional volcanoes erupt. What's been buried under the surface suddenly comes out, raw, unfiltered, and maybe a little ugly. You might experience an argument with a family member or someone you live with, a confession from a friend, lover, or partner that changes how you view them, discovering a truth that leaves you stunned, or worse, feeling like you were the last to know. Aries, let's be honest, you pride yourself on being tough. You don't like showing emotional weakness. You'd rather move on than break down. But here's the danger. When you feel hurt, your first instinct might be to lash out, to fight fire with fire. And that's what could cause real damage. This emotional hit isn't just about what the other person does. It's about how you respond. Because in this moment, you'll feel exposed, stripped of control, and that can trigger a primal anger, a need to protect yourself, even if it means burning a bridge. Here's what you need to do instead. Pause. Literally count to 10. Step out of the room if you have to. Write, don't react. Get it out on paper before you say something you can't take back. Ask yourself, is this situation truly about them, or is it triggering something deeper in me that I haven't faced? This isn't weakness, Aries. It's emotional strength, the kind of strength that turns hurt into healing and reaction into wisdom. Because sometimes the real loss isn't the person who disappointed you. It's the loss of your own peace when you let someone else's behavior dictate your emotions. June 10th has the power to either break down emotional walls or help you rebuild stronger ones. Choose carefully. What feels like betrayal may actually be a breakthrough. Stay calm, stay conscious, and remember, power isn't always in the fight. Sometimes it's in your silence. The third hidden sign, financial or energetic leak, where you're losing without realizing it now. Aries, let's talk about something most people overlook. It doesn't scream, it doesn't explode, it just leaks. And that leak, it's draining you slowly, financially, emotionally, or energetically, without your full awareness. The third hidden sign on June 10th is the silent leak, and it could be the most long-term damaging one of all. What's the astrology behind this? Mercury, the messenger planet, is gliding through Gemini, your third house of communication, short-term contracts, and mental focus. But here's the catch. It's squaring off with Saturn in Pisces, a watery, foggy placement tied to karma, responsibility, and confusion. This square creates what feels like mental static, like trying to tune into a station but only catching half the message. What you think you've agreed to or set up could be missing fine print, or worse, draining you little by little without you realizing it. So what might this leak look like in your life? You may suddenly notice an old subscription you forgot about, charging your card monthly, a hidden fee in a loan or bill you didn't read closely, a work project or side hustle you agreed to, but now realize it's taking more time and energy than it's worth, a relationship that seems low drama but leaves you feeling exhausted after every interaction. Aries, your natural instinct is to keep pushing forward. You thrive in momentum, but that same momentum can cause you to overlook the fine details, especially the ones that matter most when Mercury and Saturn clash. This transit on June 10th isn't loud, but it is precise. It's meant to make you pause, reassess, and tighten up the leaks that have gone unnoticed. Here's what to do, and do it before this becomes a bigger loss later in the summer. 1. Audit your money. Go line by line through recent statements, look for auto payments, apps, fees, or anything that looks unfamiliar. You might be surprised what slipped through. 2. Reread your commitments, whether it's a contract, a service agreement, or even a promise to a friend. Check what you actually agreed to. Some terms may no longer serve you. 3. Track your energy. At the end of each day, ask, what drained me today? Who gave back? And who only took? If your peace is consistently being stolen, it's not just emotional, it's spiritual theft. 5. Protect your time. Time is energy, and energy is money. Don't keep saying yes out of obligation if the return isn't equal. Here's the bottom line. What you ignore today could snowball into a real loss tomorrow. The good news, you have the power to plug the leak, to regain control over your time, your finances, and your mental clarity. June 10th is your wake-up call, not to fear the storm, but to reinforce your ship before it hits the waves. Don't wait until it's dramatic. The quiet loss is the one that often costs the most in the end. The mental trap, overthinking, guilt, and regret. Now, Aries, we've explored the obvious signs, the opportunity that was really a trap, the emotional hit that rattled your core, the silent leak draining your resources. But now, we get to the part most people don't talk about, the aftermath, the echo, the part that plays over and over in your head after the event is gone. This is the mental trap, the fourth and final hidden sign of June 10th. And it doesn't come from the sky, it comes from within. If you ignore the cosmic nudges on this day, you may find yourself spiraling into guilt, self-doubt, and analysis paralysis. That's rare territory for an Aries. You're the bold one, the one who charges ahead without hesitation. But when you make a move that backfires, especially under Neptune's fog, it doesn't just sting, it shakes your identity. Here's why. Mars, your ruling planet, is still in tense contact with Neptune. Earlier, this fogged your instincts, but now that same tension turns inward. You start to wonder, did I make a huge mistake? Why didn't I see that coming? Have I lost my touch? Signs that you're falling into this mental trap? You keep replaying a specific conversation or decision over and over. You second-guess something you were totally confident about just days ago. You feel embarrassed, disappointed, or like you betrayed your own instincts. Aries, this isn't punishment. It's a mirror, one the universe is holding up, not to shame you, but to show you where your self-trust needs healing. Because here's the truth, your fire is sacred, your courage is real, but even the bravest warrior needs time to reflect, not just react. And when Mars is under Neptune's haze, your fire is being redirected inward, toward rumination. So what can you do when you find yourself stuck in this loop? 1. Forgive yourself. Fast. Mistakes are teachers, and you can't let your past decisions poison your future focus. 2. Talk it out. Choose someone you trust, not to judge, but to reframe. A second perspective can untangle mental knots quicker than you think. 3. Channel the insight. Write it down. What did you learn? What was the moment you ignored your gut or trusted it too quickly? This insight is gold. Use it to guide you in the next Mercury cycle when your mind is clearer. Remember, mental loops are a signal that your soul is trying to integrate a lesson, not a sign that you failed. June 10th's final test is about mental resilience. Can you sit with discomfort, learn from it, and keep moving forward without dragging guilt behind you like an anchor? Because what you think shapes what you do next. And Aries, your next move matters. Don't fall for the trap of perfectionism. You are not meant to get it right every time. You're meant to learn, rise, and burn brighter with every challenge. How to protect your energy on June 10th. Aries, now that you know what June 10th has in store, the 3 hidden signs of sudden loss and the mental aftermath that can follow, the big question is, how do you protect yourself? How do you stay grounded, clear, and in control while the cosmic tides swirl around you? Let's get one thing straight. Protection doesn't mean hiding. It doesn't mean avoiding life or shrinking in fear. True protection is about being awake, aligned, and anchored in your highest self. June 10th isn't out to destroy you, but it will challenge you. And if you walk into the day prepared, you can turn those challenges into clarity and even come out stronger than before. Here are 5 practical steps every Aries should take before and during June 10th. 1. Morning grounding ritual. The first few minutes of your day shape your entire mindset, so don't reach for your phone the moment you open your eyes. Instead, spend 10 minutes in silence. Sit, breathe deeply, and place your hand on your heart. Ask yourself, what do I need to notice today? Let your intuition, not urgency, lead your energy. This small practice alone can help you dodge false opportunities, miscommunications, and emotional traps. 2. Avoid major decisions. If something feels unclear, wait. Unless a decision is already 100% locked in before June 10th, delay it until after June 12th. This isn't procrastination. This is intelligent timing. With Mars squaring Neptune and Mercury battling Saturn, facts may feel distorted. Clarity comes later, not in the fog of this day. Don't let pressure force your hand. What's right for you won't require panic. 3. Check your energy exchanges. Take a look at who's in your space. Who are you texting, DMing, calling? Are those interactions energizing you or exhausting you? If someone drains your mood just by thinking about them, take space. You don't need to explain. Protecting your energy isn't selfish. It's survival. Aries, your fire burns bright. Don't let someone keep dimming it. 4th, keep a journal handy. June 10th might bring emotional waves, sudden insights, or moments of deep frustration. Instead of reacting, write it down. Journaling creates distance between you and the emotion. It lets you witness your thoughts rather than becoming them. And later, it will help you track what was real versus what was just a moment. 5. Visualize your protection. Take 60 seconds, close your eyes. Picture a glowing red or golden aura around your entire body. Now, see that aura deflecting manipulative offers, emotional hooks, financial drains, negative thoughts. This isn't fantasy. Your mind creates your field, and your field protects your choices. Aries, when you prepare your energy, you take back your power. You don't need to be afraid of June 10th. You just need to walk in with awareness. Turn this day of potential loss into a moment of mastery. The sky may challenge you, but you were born for fire. Now that you've seen all the hidden signs, the fake opportunity, the emotional blow, the financial drain, and the mental spiral, what you do next determines everything. Aries, you are not powerless. In fact, you're one of the most powerful signs in the Zodiac. But power without awareness leads to mistakes. That's why this warning came to you, not to scare you, but to wake you up. On June 10th, don't go through the day blindly. Be the aware warrior. That's your true nature. Fast, fearless, but wise. You don't have to fear loss if you're prepared for it. And most losses, once recognized early, can be turned into gains. A missed opportunity could be divine protection. A betrayal could be a redirection. A money leak could be the start of better financial discipline. A mental spiral could be the foundation of emotional maturity. What you once saw as danger, you'll start to see as clarity. So take this seriously, Aries. Journal it, set a reminder, watch this video again on June 9th. The universe doesn't always speak loudly, but today it's shouting. Don't ignore the signs, because if you do, you won't just lose money or time, you'll lose trust in yourself. And that's the one thing you need most as we head deeper into 2025. Stay grounded, stay sharp, and remember, foresight is your shield. Use it well.